Are these common mistakes silently killing your sales? In this video, we will be uncovering the hidden pitfalls that might be holding you back. Hello everyone, my name is Adnan and I am a professional sales consultant with many years of experience in the field. Right now, I work for Renewal by Andersen and currently I am the highest volume rep 7 times for Renewal by Andersen of Greater Philadelphia. Let's dive into the topic. I'm going to start my first point with a small story. I promise this will make sense and help you understand my first point. Once there was a young salesman named Ethan who had just started his sales career in a competitive industry. He was ambitious and eager to prove himself, but quickly realized that the road to success wasn't as easy as he had imagined. Despite his best efforts, he wasn't hitting his goals. And week after week, he watched his peers close deals while his own sales numbers lagged behind. Ethan was feeling frustrated and starting to lose his motivation. So one evening, after another rough day at work, he sat at a local cafe pondering his failures when an older man sat next to him and noticed the frustration on his face. So the man struck up a conversation with him. The man introduced himself as Mr. Collins. He was a retired old businessman. Seeing the frustration on Ethan's face, he asked, "What was bothering you?" Ethan poured out his story, how hard he had worked, how many calls he made, but he was still struggling with his sales. Mr. Collins listened patiently and then offered to share his experience. When I was a young man, Mr. Collins began, I too was a struggling salesman. I knocked on doors, made phone calls, gave my best efforts, but nothing seemed to work. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. Then one day, my mentor told me something that changed everything. He said, "You're chasing sales like you're running after a butterfly. Every time you get close, it flies away. Stop chasing the sale. Create an environment where the sale comes to you." Ethan was confused and asked, "But how do you do that?" "By shifting your focus," Mr. Collins said. "Instead of focusing on closing the deal, focus on helping the customer. Understand their needs, listen more than you speak, and provide value. When people feel understood and trust that you're there to help them solve a problem, the sale becomes a natural outcome." Ethan took this advice to heart, and the next day, instead of rushing to pitch his product, he started each conversation by asking more questions and really listening to the answers. He spent time getting to know his prospects' challenges and started offering tailored solutions that genuinely helped them, even if it didn't lead to immediate sales. Gradually, things began to change. The prospects started to see Ethan as a trusted advisor rather than just another salesperson that was trying to make money off of them. His confidence started to grow, and soon so did his sales numbers. But more importantly, he found joy in building relationships rather than just chasing sales. Years later, Ethan became a successful salesman, known for his integrity and customer-first approach. Whenever a new salesperson struggled like he once did, he would tell them the same story that Mr. Collins has shared with him, passing on the wisdom that had transformed his life. The lesson that Ethan learned and shared with others was simple, that success comes when you stop chasing the sale and start building trust. Being in sales for a long time, being in the field for many years, I have seen many salespeople have this thing that we call in the industry commission breath, where we become so focused on how much money we're making and not paying attention to the customer's needs and wants. So it's important to not fall for this trap and help people with our full presence of mind. And if you can do that, you'll see that your sales will skyrocket. Don't force anything. Don't oversell. Trust the process. Enjoy the journey. And the last point that I wanted to make related to this topic was controlling the controllables. Success comes only when you take extreme ownership for everything. It's the mindset that if I'm somewhat involved, it's always my fault. When you accept that position in life, you become a leader amongst your peers. And with or without money, you gain respect, which is more valuable than any amount of money. I worked with highly talented people, way more talented than I will ever be. But the reason why most don't succeed is because they blame other people and they blame other factors. Blaming the leads, blaming the managers, blaming the weather, blaming the economy. All these excuses don't bring anything but pain and misery. So go out there and live by the principles of success and money. And when you do that, money will follow you no matter where you go. Guys, if you like this type of content, please see my last video right here. Thank you all for listening, and like and subscribe. I wish you guys an awesome day. Thank you.